Wike was calling me when Atiku Abubakar was to announce his running mates. I have records and I printed it out and I'm waiting for him. He called me 19 times in 2 hours, begging us to convince Atiku Abubakar to make him the vice presidential candidate. So when I see him lying on TV, because of the south of this country, because of southern Nigeria, the thing moves to south, you that were lobbying us and begging us, promising us heaven and earth to convince Atiku Abubakar to make you vice presidential candidate, to the extent that he was at the airport. I have a video. He spent hours in the airport waiting for me to call him to say, Atiku has picked you as a... He was at the airport here, waiting, calling me. He was calling me, my brother and friend, were in the Senate together, was also calling me that day. I have witnesses. I even gave the phone to Abdul Ningi to speak with him. I gave the phone to Senator Zameri to speak with him. He was begging all of us, promising heaven and earth. Atiku should announce him. It was around 1 or so that I told him, Oga, nobody will give you vice president. That was when he left and then flew back to... So the man who was so desperate to be vice president, because you didn't get it, you now started a southern agenda. I don't believe in such.
Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. That was Senator Dino Melaye collaborating what has been said before by Chief Dele Momodu, the publisher of the Ovation magazine and the Director General of Atiku Abubakar Campaign Council. He was the Director General Communication. I'm talking about Dele Momodu of Atiku Presidential Campaign Council. Dele Momodu has said similar thing to what you heard Dino Melaye, the former senator representing Kogi West in the National Assembly. And Dino Melaye was at the thick of the Atiku presidential campaign. He was an insider in that campaign. And Dino Melaye is somebody I know fairly well. So he was talking about what happened between the period that Atiku Abubakar selected his running mate. Because right now, the narrative that is being sold by Nyesom Wike, anytime you see him in Port Harcourt and he was talking, he keep on saying that he supported that the presidency should go to South, and he has no regret. He has no regret about supporting Bola Ahmed Tinubu. People will listen to this and they think that he did it for altruistic reason, for fairness, justice, and equity. Of course, I have always said it, that if truly Nyesom Wike believe in fairness, justice, and equity, he ought to have supported the zoning of the presidency to the southeast. He would have ensured that PDP zone or micro-zone the presidency to the southeast, because southeast was, at that point, the only zone in the PDP that has never produced a president. Okay? But they didn't do that. Himself and Atiku Abubakar, they connive, so to say, to ensure that that doesn't happen. They made sure that it was thrown open. Now, it was after Nyesom Wike lost. He now wanted to be the vice presidential candidate. That's what Dino Melaye is saying here. And the Dino Melaye is not the first to say it. Chief Dele Momodu has alias said this, that there is no truth that Nyesom Wike cares about the South, that what he was doing was in the interest of the South. Because that's the narrative he keeps on selling, that he did everything in the interest of southern Nigeria, so that the presidency will remain in the south, will return to the south after 8 years. Of course, it is the ideal thing to do, okay, that after 8 years of Muhammad Buhari, that the presidency should come to the south. Okay, but it is not the way that Nyesom Wike is presenting it. This is because, supposing, as Dino Melaye was narrating, supposing he had gotten the vice presidential slot, supposing he was picked, would he still be champion? Would he even think that Tinubu deserved to be president? Because you can see in his latest outing in Rivers State, he was talking about that people that are fighting him are those he denied the presidency. People like Atiku Abubakar, people like Peter Obi, okay, because he frustrated their presidential ambition because he believed in southern Nigeria. Okay, in the case of Peter Obi, he said that Peter Obi, that rivers will not go where will not fly. So he didn't think that Peter Obi had stand a chance in winning the election between Peter Obi and Tinubu, sorry. He believed that Obi is not likely to fly, it's not likely to win. Of course, a lot of people underrated Peter Obi. Yes, even in the Southeast, some Southeast leaders, many of them didn't come out openly to support Peter Obi. But Peter Obi surprised them and was cruising to victory until INEC manufactured glitching and stopped the transmission of the result. Okay? So he does not believe that Peter Obi could make it. So he supported Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And of course, we know what happened in Rivers State. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu was announced the winner of the election. And of course, we know that BBC and Premium Times did independent tabulation of the result in Rivers State and discovered that indeed it was Peter Obi of the Labour Party that won it. But INEC announced that APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, won it. And Nyesom Wike took credit for that winning, in quote. But since that time, he has never ceased to remind everybody how he fought for justice and equity by saying that South will get the presidency, by saying that he supports Southern Nigeria, which now begs the question, if he had been chosen as the vice presidential candidate to Atiku, would he have been the champion of Southern presidency? Would he have been the champion of Tinubu presidency? This, to my mind, shows that all these things he's doing is politics. It has nothing to do with that Nyesom Wike cares about Southern Nigeria, cares about Southern development, or cares about justice, fairness, and equity. It is all about politics. It's all about self-interest. It's all about how to be on top. It's all about how to be at the center of the event. Because if Atiku had chosen him, because one of the things that the PDP governors did was insisting that Atiku must choose a serving governor as his running mate. But Atiku found Ifeanyi Okowa, the then governor of Delta State, that he could work with him better than Nyesom Wike. If Nyesom Wike had been found to have the capacity to work with Atiku, if Atiku had chosen him, would he have been the champion of Southern presidency or champion of Bola Ahmed Tinubu? There is no doubt that he would have campaigned vigorously against Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and he would have said some things about Tinubu to be able to convince Nigerians that they, the team Atiku and Nyesom Wike, that they are better than Tinubu and Shetima. There's no doubt about it. So what this shows that even those in Port Harcourt and everywhere in Nigeria who are being regaled on a daily basis, how Nyesom Wike was a Southern champion who championed equity, fairness, and justice, they should take it with a pinch of salt, knowing that this may not be the true story. You have to listen to others who are the insiders, like Dino Melaye, like Dele Momodu. I think what Nyesom Wike can do is to counter them, to say that what they said is not true, that he was never interested in the vice presidential ticket of PDP. At least that will make an interesting discussion, because once he said it, once he says that, Dele Momodu and then Dino Melaye will come up with what they say is their evidence that indeed he was interested in becoming the vice presidential candidate of Atiku Abubakar in the 2023 presidential election. I don't know what to think of this matter. Do you think that Nyesom Wike was being altruistic? He was somebody who believed in fairness, justice, and equity when he insisted that the presidency must come south in 2023. Or do you think that that was an afterthought after he lost out in the quest to become the vice presidential candidate of Atiku Abubakar? What is your position on this matter? Because this issue will keep on coming up. Why? You know why? Because Nyesom Wike has made it a sing song. Every time you see him, you say, I have no regret. I have no regret in supporting Southern president. Now, people like Dino Melaye are puncturing that. People like Dele Momodu are puncturing that. They were insiders in the presidential council of Atiku Abubakar. Let us hear from you. Whatever is your position, tell us in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.